to the I Ching Cafe and our monthly overview, this time for April 2023, as we ask the I Ching what we should focus on in this month, what would be meaningful for us to carve a path forward to overcome the lower self, to grow and to prosper. So looking back to March, it was intense. We had hexagram 28, great pressure, right? The diamond forming under the pressure, the coal transforming into the diamond, the cracks starting to show, the blessings of these cracks to show us where we need to shore up the infrastructure that is important to us, and learning how we respond under pressure. Plus, what are the things that are influencing us and driving us forward that we can influence others in turn through. So where was the influence? Where was that kind of intuitive knowing, I just have to do this, I'm connected to this thing, this is what I have to do, this is how I need to move forward? And how did the pressure come to help you this month? How did you respond under pressure, and what cracks appeared? The blessings to show us where we can do more work, where we can grow up a little bit more, and where we can reinforce the infrastructure of our lives. So if anything came up for you in March, please do share a comment. I love to hear how you are working with the I Ching. Right, so let's have a look. April 2023, what is the I Ching asking us to pay attention to? Where should our focus be as a collective? Firstly, as I always say, trust your own life, trust the processes that are guiding you. If they are not aligned to this overview, just put the overview aside and say, I am focusing on me and the flows that are manifesting. So, as a collective, what are we being asked to pay attention to? And we have a locked hexagram, okay, right, which is good news because this is a very wonderful hexagram for us to have as a locked hexagram. So you'll remember, a locked hexagram, there are no changing lines, there's no fancy pops and flourishes and focus points on particular details throughout the month. There's one energy for the month, one main thing we are being asked to put all our attention behind, one focus point. Which is great in a way, because if we can create an image for the month in our minds, if we can hold on to a symbol that can keep us focused for the month, we can really uncover and work with some wonderful energy. So our hexagram for April is hexagram 53, development. Okay, we have in the structure of the hexagram, we have on the top, we have wind or wood, on the bottom, we have mountain. The symbol created is the image of a tree on top of a hill. Okay, visibility of the tree on top of the hill. This hexagram, as I've mentioned many times before, is called the marriage hexagram because it symbolizes what is required for a marriage to endure. Okay, symbolically speaking, right? A marriage requires persistent effort, commitment, and working together to achieve something. So you've also heard me talk about this hexagram as being this story of heading to the summit of a mountain. Okay, you're on this journey. Okay, not so extreme as Everest, maybe a little more of a smaller target, right? But we are on this journey to achieve something. The summit of the mountain representing the achievement and the fulfillment of what it is we're setting out to do, the thing that we are growing and developing and committing ourselves to. And in a marriage, this requires showing up every day. Yes, you can have timeouts and you can have ways to manage your own process within a relationship, not necessarily a marriage, but any kind of long-term relationship, partnership. But we do have to show up every day and we have to keep on moving forward. We have to keep on growing together as a couple, as a partnership, moving towards something meaningful, a goal that we share. And you've seen, and I'm sure maybe this has happened for you too, is that you've been in a relationship where you fundamentally are aiming in different directions. And as much as you try and bridge that gap, ultimately, the summits are two peaks, not one peak. So as we work together, as we think about this idea of marriage and this long-term commitment to something, we can translate this idea of this hexagram. And through the symbol of the tree, through the symbol of this process of stepping, getting our boots on and putting one foot in front of the other, making progress by showing up every day, working towards making our development in a particular direction. All right. We don't get to the summit by going this path or that path or that path or that path. Get that way, that way. Oh, backtrack around this way. We get to the summit by picking a route, picking a destination, okay, and putting one foot in front of the other. And sometimes things come along to deviate the path. Maybe there's a big boulder, or there's an obstacle, or there's other kind of terrain issues you're going to navigate around. But you have that summit in mind. You know what it is you are working towards. You can put one foot in front of the other. So some years ago, I was working as a ghostwriter, and I wrote a book for someone who was a public speaker, motivational speaker, and very successful financially and a business point of view in his life. And one of the things that he really left me with, which is a seemingly obvious idea, but it really has stuck with me over the years, is this idea of daily deliberate action. That you achieve your financial, personal, spiritual goals, whatever it is you're aiming towards, whatever the summit means to you, by showing up every day and doing something to move forward. And it is actually the assimilation of that incremental action taken every day. The same action, the same kind of action, the same kind of commitment of showing up that accumulates over time into something absolutely incredible. We can't see it when we are taking the steps, right? Because we are walking the walk. But what that does is that adds up and it compounds and it builds until we achieve that summit. So I want to leave this idea with you for April 2023 of daily deliberate action. Of every morning putting on your boots, symbolically, whatever that means for you, putting on your boots and showing up. Okay, so you've got to do the work this month in tapping into what is the I Ching asking you to pay attention to. Okay, where do you have a goal that you are working towards where you don't show up every day, or you show up sporadically? All right, this hexagram is the boring, plodding value of long-term commitment. Okay, we get the benefit because we keep on showing up. This hexagram doesn't work in massive spurts of energy at sporadic points of view, right? This is about every day, daily deliberate action. So our attention is being drawn in this month, our focus point, looking at the thing we're wanting to achieve. What is the goal? What does the summit represent for you in your life? Is it a business goal, personal, relationship, financial? What is this thing that's in front of you as your summit that you're wanting to achieve? And look at where you need to put in some daily activities, daily commitments to get to that goal. We think about things like making our bed every day, going for that run or that walk, or just getting up early, same time every day and starting your day with a coffee or a tea. It's those kinds of rituals, put in place those rituals that support you to take that action. And identify a couple of key things that are critical to working towards that goal, that summit. What are the things you could do every day? Little incremental steps that you could take to work towards your goals, and then do them. And so our attention is being drawn to the areas of our life. Like last month, we had the cracks bringing us an awareness. This month, it's a doubling down on this idea of hexagram 53 development, putting on our boots, seeing the summit, seeing the goal we are working towards, and taking daily deliberate action to get there. I hope that as we work together, as we all put our boots on and we start climbing, that we work towards that goal together, that we strive to listen to what the I Ching is trying to tell us and to apply this wherever that is needed. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, or new to the podcast, hit the follow button. Please like and share if this episode was meaningful to you. And of course, I will see you soon on the socials as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon for our first full weekly overview for April.